Your dog loves you with everything it has, every single day, without conditions, without expectations, without keeping score. And yet, there are 5 small things, so simple they take almost no effort, that would make your dog feel more loved than anything you've ever done for them. Not expensive things, not complicated things, small things, the kind of thing that takes 30 seconds or less, and the longer you go without knowing what they are, the more your dog keeps waiting. Quietly, patiently, the way only a dog knows how. Welcome to Canine Mind. If you love your dog and want to truly understand them, subscribe right now. This is exactly the kind of thing we talk about every single week. Stay until the end because the 5th thing is the one that costs nothing, requires nothing, and yet almost no dog owner ever does it intentionally. It might be the most important thing on this entire list. Think about the last time you petted your dog. Where did your hands go? The top of the head, probably. Maybe a quick scratch behind the ear. Maybe down the back. It felt like affection. It looked like affection. And your dog let you do it, so it must have been fine, right? Here is the uncomfortable truth. For a lot of dogs, being petted on top of the head is something they simply tolerate. And tolerating is not the same as feeling loved. Research published in the journal Physiology and Behavior found that dogs have specific zones on their bodies where gentle, slow touch activates the deepest relaxation response in their nervous system. The base of the ears, the chest, just below the collar, the sides of the neck, the area at the very base of the tail. These are not random preferences. These are spots connected to pressure-sensitive nerve clusters that, when stimulated correctly, trigger a parasympathetic response, meaning your dog's nervous system physically shifts into a state of calm, safety, and connection. Their cortisol levels drop. Their heart rate slows, they lean in, they stay. Compare that to dogs petted on top of the head, one of the least preferred spots for most dogs, and the difference in physiological response is significant. Most dogs instinctively duck slightly when a hand comes straight down at their skull. And yet that's the first thing almost everyone does. Tonight, sit with your dog. Start at the neck, not the head. Slow circular pressure. Watch their eyes soften. Watch their jaw loosen. Watch their whole body settle. That is not just a nice moment. That is your dog's brain releasing oxytocin, the same bonding hormone humans release during deep emotional connection. You are not just petting them. You are telling their nervous system, in the only language it fully understands, that they are safe with you. Keep watching because the second thing is something that happens every single morning in your house, and you are probably getting it wrong without knowing it. You wake up. You reach for your phone. You check notifications, maybe scroll for a minute, get up and head to the kitchen to make coffee. Your dog is already there, waiting, their whole body vibrating with joy, just because you exist. And you walk past them. Maybe a quick pat on the head, maybe not even that. Almost every owner does this. And almost every owner has no idea what that 30-second window actually means to their dog. A study published in the journal Applied Animal Behavior Science found that dogs who receive consistent morning social interaction from their owners show measurably lower baseline cortisol levels throughout the entire day. Not just in the morning, the entire day. 30 seconds of genuine acknowledgement at the moment you wake up regulates your dog's nervous system for hours. Think about what your dog experiences while you sleep. Their entire world is paused. You are the main event of their existence. Every morning, when you open your eyes, there is a window, short, fragile, and easy to miss, where your dog is looking at you with everything they have. And what you do in that window sends a signal that echoes through their whole day. When you acknowledge them first, before the phone, before the coffee, before anything else, their brain registers something that no treat and no toy can replicate. It registers, I matter here. A dog who believes they matter is a completely different animal than a dog who is not sure. That difference shows up in their confidence, in their behavior, in the way they move through the world for the rest of that day. Stay with me because the third thing is about something you do with your voice, and it has an effect on your dog's brain that science only recently began to understand. Do you talk to your dog during the day? Do you say their name just because you feel like it? Do you narrate what you are doing? Greet them when you walk through a room? Whisper something to them while they lie beside you? If you do, you are doing something far more powerful than you realize. If you don't, Start today. Most owners assume dogs respond only to tone, that the actual words don't matter, that a warm voice saying anything is the same as a warm voice saying something meaningful. The science discovered this is more complicated and more beautiful than that. In 2022, researchers at Eötvös Loránd University in Budapest used brain imaging technology to measure how dogs process their owner's voice. What they found changed the field. Dogs don't just recognize their owner's voice. They process the emotional tone of that voice in the same hemisphere of the brain that humans use to process emotional communication. And here is the critical finding. The reward center of a dog's brain only fully activates when both the words and the tone match. Praise words said in a flat, distracted voice activate nothing. Enthusiastic tone with neutral words activates nothing. But genuine praise said with real warmth, that lights up your dog's brain in a way no treat can replicate. Every time you say their name with genuine affection, every time you murmur something soft while they rest beside you, you are reaching directly into their nervous system and telling it, everything is safe. You can relax. I am here. No calming supplement, no anxiety wrap, no pheromone spray does what your voice does when it carries real warmth. Your dog already knows the difference. They have always known. The question is whether you give it to them consistently enough that they can count on it. Keep watching because the fourth thing is about something that looks simple, but that almost nobody does the way their dog actually needs. When was the last time you genuinely played with your dog? Not tossing a ball while you checked your messages? Not throwing a rope toy in their general direction while thinking about something else. Actually played, fully present, fully engaged, making the game feel real. There is a massive difference between keeping your dog entertained and actually fulfilling them. And that difference is the reason so many dogs develop anxiety, destructive behavior, and what veterinary behaviorists are increasingly recognizing as canine depression. A study published in the Journal of Veterinary Behavior found that dogs with insufficient interactive play stimulation showed significantly elevated rates of separation anxiety, aggression, and compulsive behavior. These are not bad dogs. These are unfulfilled dogs. Every dog, from the smallest Chihuahua to the largest Great Dane, carries a prey drive, a chase drive, a retrieve drive. These are not behavioral quirks. They are biological imperatives. And when those drives never get to express themselves in a meaningful way, the energy does not disappear. It finds another outlet. Real play means you move. You make the toy unpredictable. You let the game build, slow movement, a pause, a sudden burst of energy. You let your dog win sometimes. You let them grab the toy and shake it and feel the full satisfaction of the catch. And then you build in a cool down, a few moments of calm that let their nervous system come back down. When you are the one on the other end of that game, fully present, making it real, your dog does not just see playtime. They see you as someone who understands what they are made of. That is a different level of bond than any amount of passive affection can create. Stay with me because the fifth thing is the simplest one on this list, and the most powerful, and almost no one does it. I want you to try something the next time you are home with your dog. Not right after a walk, not during playtime. Just a quiet, ordinary moment in the middle of the day. Get up from the couch, put your phone down, and sit on the floor. Do not call them over. Do not hold out a treat. Do not reach for them, just sit there. This sounds almost too simple to matter. But what happens next, if you give it enough time, will tell you more about your relationship with your dog than almost anything else could. Think about what your dog experiences physically every single day. You are enormous. Everyone in their life is enormous. When you walk through the house, you move above them. When you reach down to touch them, your hand comes from above. And in animal body language, presence from above signals dominance, pressure, control. Your dog accepts all of that because they love you and they trust you. But they never, not once, experience you as an equal, as a presence that is simply there, at the same height, in the same space, with nothing being asked of them. Research in canine ethology, the study of natural dog behavior, consistently shows that dogs who experience regular, low-pressure, non-demanding physical proximity with their owners develop stronger and more secure attachment patterns, lower baseline anxiety, greater confidence in new situations, and more resilient stress responses. Not because of training, not because of exercise, Because of simple, quiet presence, shared between two beings who trust each other. When you sit on the floor and wait, something shifts in the room. Your dog will notice. Maybe they glance over from across the room. Maybe they stand up and look at you differently. And then, if you stay still and stay calm, you will see it. They will start to drift toward you, not bounding over, not demanding attention, just slowly, deliberately moving into your space. They might sit a foot away. They might rest their chin on your knee. They might just lie down facing you. That movement, that choice to come to you without being called, without food, without any external reward, is one of the most honest things a dog can do. It means they want to be near you, not because of what you are offering, because of who you are to them. Think about everything we covered. The slow, deliberate touch in the places that actually reach their nervous system. The morning greeting that told them, before anything else, that they matter. The warmth in your voice that speaks directly to the part of their brain built to receive it. The play sessions where your full presence honored the instincts they carry in their DNA. And that quiet moment on the floor where you came down to their world and simply stayed. Each one of those things was a deposit into something your dog keeps track of in a way no spreadsheet could ever capture. He does not record it. He feels it. And the balance shows up in the way he looks at you, in the way he rests when you are close, in the way he chooses you, every single day, in every moment where he could choose somewhere else, and chooses you. The next time your dog drifts toward you slowly, without being called, and settles in beside you, their body warm against yours, their breathing slowing, their eyes closing, do not treat that as a cute moment. Treat it as what it actually is. It is your dog telling you, in the clearest way their body allows, that you are the safest place they know, that the world makes sense because you are in it, that out of every surface and corner and warm spot available to them, they chose you. That is not habit. That is not convenience. That is the accumulation of every small thing you did right. Every morning you acknowledged them first. Every walk where you followed their nose. Every moment of real presence you offered without asking anything in return. You will never be able to look at that moment the same way again. And you shouldn't. Because it was never just affection. It was everything you built together, arriving all at once. If this video changed the way you see your dog, share it with someone who loves their dog and deserves to know this. Because that person is probably missing at least one of these 5 things without realizing it. Subscribe to K9 Mind. Every week we are here, going deeper into the science and the meaning behind the behaviors your dog shows you every day. They chose to spend their one life with you. The least we can do is understand them the way they deserve.